It is the last show of the year, and we couldn't be more grateful for all of your support throughout 2025 to help even more sick, injured, and abused pets here in our community. We're going to introduce you to just a few of those right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday morning. Now, what better way to start off the last show of the year than with an absolutely adorable adoption update. After 3 months in our care, Sammy finally found his forever home thanks to your help. We're so happy for this sweet boy and hope even more long-timer pets can find their forever homes before the holidays. And before we meet our first kitty, let's take a look at this adorable litter when they first came in. Please tell us about this little fluff ball, Sula.
Oh, this beautiful, look at him, look at those eyes. This beautiful guy is Frosty. He's an 11-week-old tabby, and his name matches perfect with the season, even though he is not white, but a stylish gray. And he came to us through, come over here. He came to us after being confiscated from a hoarding-like situation with his litter mates. When he arrived, as you can see in the picture before, he was super underweight and he was suffering from an upper respiratory infection. But our team came to his help, and he is now super good and super active. So he went to foster care, and in foster care he gained weight. The foster parents tell us that he is very gentle and playful, and he is showing how playful he is here. So this season you can help pets like Frosty through our giving trees that are located in all of our campuses. You can go to the lobbies and look for the Christmas tree, grab a tag, and take it to to the Petit store, and you can do your donation the way you like. All this goes to help all these pets in need, and is a wonderful way to help this holiday season pets like Frosty. So visit us for our location to azhumane.org/location.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And that was so cute. He was laying on your arm like a resting little puma, and now he's climbing like a puma. Thank you so much for that, Sula. And it's never an easy decision having to give up your pet, but AHS is always working to help keep pets in loving homes when we can, right, Janine?
That's right, and this was the situation with this little bun. He's a 7-month-old Holland Lopped, which is funny because usually their ears are always down, but his actually go up and down. So he's very unique. And his coloring, look at his coloring. He's got a stripe down his back. Is that the coolest thing ever? He is soft as silk. He's just so beautiful. He ran around the house, and so he's litter box trained, and there was children in the home, and he was just part of the family. And this kind of rabbit is going to need to be brushed because he sheds a little bit, but you know, that's just kind of like a cat thing. You do the same kind of, you know, care for them, and they need a flat bottom cage, and when you do put him in his cage, and pellets, Timothy hay, Carefresh, the litter, you just keep their litter box in the same place. They get used to doing it over and over and over again. And rabbits are a really fun pet to have, and especially when they're gorgeous and beautiful. I could just see so many photo shoots with this little guy. But AHS wants to remind you that we have lots of resources. If you find yourself, you know, needing help with like food or veterinarian care, we have the food pantry, and we also have different low-cost veterinarian care for your owned pets, so it's not just for shelter animals, it's for the community as well. And you can go on azhumane.org/resources, and that will also be a way that you can, you know, keep pets in your home because we're getting so overcrowded in our shelters. So this is a great way to help the community and help the shelter as well, right?
Absolutely. You know, we always work to keep pets in their loving homes when we can, and we want to be able to intervene before it's too late. So thank you so much for that reminder, Janine. And just in time for the holidays, we have some amazing news about our donation match. Right now, you can help save twice as many pets like Peppermint here. Thanks to VCA Animal Hospitals matching $50,000 plus an additional $25,000 from generous longtime supporter Shirley Vale. That means every donation will be doubled for a total match of $75,000 now through the end of the year. Peppermint here was found as a stray by our field team, extremely lethargic and dangerously thin and struggling to stand, as you can see. Today, he's safe in our ICU, receiving life-saving care as he continues to recover. He's now looking for a foster hero to help him heal and gain healthy weight. And speaking of fostering, what better way to spend the holidays than by opening up your heart and home to pets in need of a little TLC, including little ones like this. But before you introduce us to little Robert, who's your helper here, Hannah?
This is my mini-me. This is Layla. And this is Robert. We all love, you know, human names on our pets. Robert is a 9-week-old boy. He was brought to the Humane Society as a rescued stray with his 3 litter mates, and they were just 5 weeks old when they came to us. He is, or this foster says that he is active and vocal. He's very active, just not vocal right now. He is full of kitten energy. He eats well. He has no medical concerns. He went to foster care and he gained weight, and he is just a fun, energetic boy. His journey is a perfect example of how fostering saves lives. His time in foster gave him a second chance at life. This holiday season, you can make a life-changing difference for pets just like Robert. We are in need of fosters with lots of options to fit your schedule. Fostering is free, and we do provide all of the materials that you would need to be successful at it. So if you are interested, you could visit azhumane.org/foster to learn more and to sign up.
Absolutely, and especially if you're not looking to permanently add a furry friend to your family, this is a great way to be able to get your furry fix while helping homeless pets. So thank you both so much for that. I like your matching Santa hats.
Thank you.
And there are a lot of ways, like we've mentioned, to help our pets this holiday season, including considering our older or larger pets. But before you talk about that, please tell us about this wiggly little baby.
I am covered in Christmas kisses. This is Priscilla. She's a 5-month-old Chihuahua mix and full of energy. And you're going to meet her brother Elvis later in the show. I can tell you she's full of energy. She's only 5 months old, so she is full of puppy energy. And for the holidays, keep in mind, folks, do not give puppies as gifts unless you check with the family. Make sure they can accommodate a new addition to their families. Now, unfortunately, puppies, or I shouldn't say unfortunately, but puppies and smaller dogs do get adopted a lot faster than the larger dogs, which is unfortunate for the larger dogs because they're just as wonderful. So keep in mind the size of your home, the property size of your backyard or front yard, or how much often you can take big dogs for walks. But I'm going to let Christine take over now. Oh, I get some more of these kisses.
Just a reminder that large dogs are free right now at the Arizona Humane Society because of the support of Hell's Pet Nutrition. And we have a lot of long-timer dogs that have, you know, been waiting their turn and would love a home for the holidays. And so consider them when you come around to take a look at our wonderful pets. We have small, medium, and especially large dogs available for you. Go to azhumane.org/adopt and check them out.
Great reminders. Thank you for that. And Linda, I'll be surprised if you have any more makeup left once you're done with this segment. Thank you so much, beautiful ladies in red. And don't change that channel. Our friends at MedVet will be joining us after the break. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now we are so happy because today we are joined by Melinda Hess, who is a certified veterinary technician at MedVet. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now we are so grateful. MedVet is new to the Valley and you guys are already making a huge impact for owned pets. And we are just so excited to have you and to have you here in studio as well. For anyone who's not familiar out there, what does a vet tech do and also what inspired you to become a vet tech?
So vet technicians or veterinary technicians are in charge of treatments, care of our patients. We also do talk to or consult with our clients a lot. So we're really behind the scenes doing all the treatment on the patients and all the care.
Absolutely. And what inspired you to, help pets in this very special way?
So I was always a little girl that wanted to bring every sick pet home and take care of them. And so I took that love and turned it into a career. And so every day I get to try and save pets.
Oh my goodness. I think a lot of people out there, are maybe a little bit envious being able to turn your passion into a career, but everyone can do it out there, and you are definitely a living testament to that. Now, I found out that you are also working in the cardiovascular, or in the cardiology department. So how does cardiology work within a 24/7 emergency vet, or how do you guys work in tandem?
Absolutely. So it works out great, because our ER team, they are there 24/7. So when a pet comes in with a emergency, they can stabilize our patients, right? And then our cardiology team can kind of step in and help and consult and set up further care afterwards. So it really allows us to give those patients the best care possible.
Absolutely. And for anyone that's out there that has ever gone to emergency vet and then they need extended care after that, being able to find a specialist sometimes can be really hard, and it can take even longer. So the fact that you guys are a one-stop shop for all of that is absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, Melinda, you touched on this a little bit earlier, but being able to help pets in the Valley, being able to help their families, what is your favorite part about being able to do this day in and day out?
The relationship that we build. Coming from ECC, we didn't really build great relationships. We did, but we didn't. Cardiology, we can see the same patients over and over again. So it's nice to have that change and have those relationships.
And I'm sure being able to see a pet, on their journey, on their health journey to hopefully being able to get better, or at least being able to come up with a plan for treatment has to be absolutely wonderful. Now, people out there might be watching and maybe their pet has some cardiology problems, or maybe has, a heart diagnosis. For anyone that's out there that may be scared, maybe doesn't understand, what would you say to them about having a pet that has some cardiology issues?
Yeah, so any cardiac disease is terrifying. It's overwhelming for them. We're here to help you. Your family veterinarian is here. We're going to do whatever we can to get their patients to a point. A lot of these guys definitely can go on with long, healthy lives with the right treatment. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but we're here to help them whenever they need us.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. As someone who was a pet parent to a pet that had a cardiology issue, we are so grateful. And for anyone that's out there watching, what do they need to know if they want to learn more about MedVet, or maybe if they want to schedule an appointment with you guys?
So they can absolutely go onto our website, or they can also call our clinic and we can set up a consult. It's a pretty simple process. So
absolutely. Well, we're so grateful again for you guys.
Absolutely.
Happy holidays.
You as well.
Hopefully you guys don't have to visit an emergency vet, but if you do over the holidays, MedVet is here for you. You can visit medvet.com to be able to book an appointment or to learn more about their comprehensive services. Melinda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you so much for tuning in with us. Make sure to keep it tuned right here, because we have some more holiday cuteness coming up after the break. Welcome back to our holiday show with Pets on Parade. And we just love our little guinea pig friends here. And of course, we just can't help but to resist sweet little Alex. Another human name, Janine.
I name all my kittens human names. It feels right. And this is Alex. Look at this little guy. He is so cute. He came in with a female, and the owners didn't have time for him, and he wants to say hello, say hi everybody. Someone needs to take me home. And I just brought a few little items that guinea pigs and rabbits both need. And we have Timothy hay, which is a staple. They all need to have the Timothy hay. And they love to chew anything cardboard or wood, make sure it doesn't have paint on it. So we just make these cute little fun toys. And these are some of their pellets that are fortified with vitamin C, because they can't produce their own vitamin C. And he's showing you how he wants to snack. And then this is Carefresh. This is actually part of the litter box. So this is what they get used to using. And if you keep the litter box in their crate when they're not free roaming your house in a certain area, and they will go back to it every single time. And he will also tell you the squeak that he makes is so darn funny. You just like, wee, wee, I know, I'm really good at that, right? Yeah. I just love guinea pigs. I just think they're so cool and fun. And he comes to the cage and he wants to like interact with you, but he's just got a great little personality and he's slick and smooth and he's just a fun guy. He also likes spinach and carrots and strawberries, so he's very well-rounded. And a lot of times they will play with little ping pong balls and things like that, just like rabbits. So he's used to using this stuff, so he's just telling you, look, I'm gonna, what are you doing there, boy? So also, the fun way for your kids to get involved is to collect shoe boxes. We use those for the critters, we use those in the kitten area, and it's just one box per animal, so we go through a lot of those, and they're a great way to just to hit the stores and ask them if you have any extra left over at the shoe stores, and make sure you take the lids off first, but that's just a fun thing to do as a family. I actually do it myself all the time, and it's just a great way to give back.
Absolutely. You know, people are going to be getting those shoes for Christmas, so yank them away from your family. Not the shoes, the shoe boxes. And you know they're going to help. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And the holidays are almost here, like we said, and we want to help keep pets safe during this festive season. But first, who is this little potato, Linda?
Well, this is Grayson, and he is a 6-year-old Chihuahua mix, and he was actually a very last-minute replacement for the animal that was going to be here instead of him. So I don't have too much information. However, I will say that he is a little under stress right now. It's a little warm in the studio. He was compensated with other pets in the home. His owner was arrested, and we do not know the circumstances, so we can only imagine maybe the stressful living conditions that he has experienced. So he's going to need someone that approaches very slowly, very patient. He's only 6. He looks a little bit older, he might act a little bit older, but under the circumstances, maybe we can break him out of his shell. But he seems to be warming up quite well. I think he loves being mugged up by the camera here. And again, you know, we were talking about the holidays and bigger dogs getting adopted faster than smaller dogs, but just keep in mind, again, if you are thinking about adopting a pet for the holidays, make sure you check and make sure the whole family is in on it. Don't surprise a family member or a friend with an unexpected pet. So just reconsider that. Again, Grayson here, hopefully he'll come out of his shell. He was walking pretty good, super friendly with the staff. So anyway, take little Grayson here home for Christmas or Hanukkah. Just don't surprise anybody. Make sure you have a great home for them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that reminder. And thank you, Grayson. What cute smiles. And we want to introduce you to Tank, who was rescued as an injured stray all the way back in October after he was hit by a car. Tank is a handsome 3-year-old tripod with muscles on the outside and pure marshmallow on the inside. He's a sweet, affectionate boy who's happiest as your one and only, as he prefers to be the center of attention. And after being found as a stray and surviving a car accident, that is actually what led to his leg amputation. But he is getting around just wonderfully. He's been waiting a few weeks for his forever home, and we're hoping he finds it just in time for the holidays. And as you can see, he has been a perfect gentleman when he goes on his field trips. You can learn more about handsome Tank at azhumane.org/adopt or visit him at our Papago Park campus. And now, you know, there's so many safety tips that we can give to ensure a happy and healthy rest of 2025 for our pets. But first, I mean, we saw this little cutie during the last segment. Who is this?
This sweetheart is Lil Dickens. She's an 11-week-old girl. She's litter mates with Frosty that Sula had earlier on the show. She came to the Humane Society with her litter mates as a confiscation from a hoarding case. She also arrived very underweight and suffering from an upper respiratory infection. But since then, she's been treated, and now she is doing wonderfully. Her foster hero reports that she is lively and a bright kitten with lots of charm, and that she is adventurous and has lots of personality. Sula is now going to talk to us about some safety tips for our pets this holiday season.
Yes, as we get closer to the holidays and New Year's Eve, it's important to remember that this is one of the times of the year where most pets run away due to loud noises and the fireworks. So it's very important to keep them safe in a place where they cannot run away. And also make sure that their ID tags and their microchips are up to date. For more pet tips, go to azhumane.org/blog.
Absolutely. Those are great safety tips, and there are so many more available on our website as well. So thank you so much for that, ladies. And we'll be ringing in the new year before you know it, and we don't want anyone starting 2026 off with a missing pet. and there are definitely things that we can do to help keep them safe at home. Right, Christine?
That's sure true, but first we're going to show you little Jeffrey here. He's a very shy little guy. He's 8 years old, or 6 years old and 8 pounds, and he was confiscated from his owner from a car and picked up by our field team at an emergency animal clinic, and so he's still a little traumatized, and he's going to make somebody a really sweet pet. He's so cuddly, and I just love him. He's purse-sized and travel-sized, so come down and meet Jeffrey. He would benefit a lot from a loving home, and probably would enjoy living with other dogs too. So if you ever have lost your pet or you find a pet, best thing to do is to check with local vets and also check with shelters like the Arizona Humane Society, check with Maricopa County Animal Care and Control. And also you can post flyers, and you can post on social media or check sites, and actually check your neighborhood sites perhaps. They might have something, mine does. So you can also just go to azhumane.org/lostpet and find out more about it.
Absolutely. And first and foremost, before the holidays come here, make sure your pets have updated tags and microchips, which AHS does offer low-cost ones. So thank you for that, Christine. And don't change that channel. We have a couple more adorable pets before we round out the last POP of the year, including this little sweetie. Welcome back to the show. Now, there are so many wonderful ways to give back to homeless pets this holiday season, including tribute gifts. But first, who is this?
Well, you saw Priscilla earlier. Now we have Elvis. Thank you very much. And he's definitely got the little shake going on because he is a little more on the nervous side. It's amazing, in the same litter you can see different personalities. And he's just a lot more calm and sweet. And I saw all 4 of the puppies, and they definitely have dachshund in them. So we're calling him a Doxy Chihuahua. So, and he's just a great addition to your family because he's a good size. You know, he will make someone a perfect addition.
And another wonderful Christmas gift that you can give to your family or friends is our brick donation. You can donate a brick from 4 to 8 inches to 8 by 8 inches. Go on azhumane.org/donate. You'll see prices, designs, and you can dedicate a brick on our memorial walkway at some of our shelters.
And we even offer cards and placards, and our popular snoot art that is displayed all over our locations. And it's a great way to remember our loved ones while giving everything to these guys that needs us the most.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I have one up for my summer sunshine, so thank you so much for that, ladies. And I can't think of a better way to ring in the new year than potentially winning a huge jackpot while helping our pets. What do you ladies think?
I think that sounds like a great idea, but first meet Nancy. She is a 9-week-old 2-pounder, and she's ready to play all over your house. She went to foster with her littermate Robert, but first they were in the kitten ICU because they were over-the-counter strays that were surrendered around 5 to 6 weeks old, so they were checked out and healthy, but they had to gain weight. And so they went off for playtime, and now they're ready for adoption. And Hannah can tell us how we can help more pets at Arizona Humane Society.
So while pets like Nancy are getting a second chance, you can help even more animals in need this holiday season. Our popular 50-50 raffle is back and already nearing $75,000. And there is just a couple weeks left. So it's a win-win situation. 50% of the proceeds goes to the winner and 50% of it goes to our life-saving cause and care. There is no better way to ring in the new year than by winning money and helping pets in need. So you can get your raffle at azhumane.org/5050.
Oh my goodness, if I could enter, I absolutely would, but I'm so excited for the person who does. And I just have to say before we go, you know, we've had 51 episodes this year alone and hundreds of pets who have found their forever homes thanks to your support each and every day to allow us to be able to care for more than 25,000 sick, injured, and abused pets. And of course, I want to give a huge shout out to our volunteers who we could not make the show happen without them, everyone behind the scenes, and especially our 3TV team as well. We definitely started off 2025 a little rough, and we are missing some of our people, but we are looking forward to a wonderful 2026. Happy holidays.